Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're here for the last vault opening for 9.1, and 9.2 just went live today, so we will be making a start in there. I just changed my talents. In the previous video you can see the Mythic Plus build I will be running, so I will be playing this for a while just to get the hang of it, and let's see what we will get in this week's vault. Let's hope it's something good. I did not do too much, as you can see right here. I just did one dungeon. It is Critical Strike Mastery. This might actually be a pretty good one. For this build I'm doing, I will need Critical Strike rating more. So this might actually not be too bad, as it will be a big increase in crit, but I will lose a lot of haste. Means I will lose my Stitch Flash Misplaced Signet, because it does not have any crit on it. I will have to see how much it will be at rank 12. I'm not sure if I am going to use it actually. I will have to check that out. Let's get it going right now. Let's see if it's any good. I don't think it will be, to be honest. Let's see, it's right here. As I'm not sure how high the crit will be. Of course, the mastery is nice as well, but crit would be the best. And I think crit haste would be better than crit mastery. But since I still have 1200 valor left that otherwise I will not use, I might give it a go and just test it. So it will be 163 crit and 85 mastery. So I will lose 165 haste. Let's just go for it and then see what it does percentage wise. So critical strike rating is going up to 28%. My haste goes down to 22 and was 28. My mastery is 25. Will go up to 30%. So I lose 6% haste to gain 5% mastery and 7% crit. What are the cooldowns here? 12 seconds, 9.4 seconds for Lava Lash. Will be 9.8. So that's 0.4 seconds. I will have to test it out, but it might be a pretty good one actually. So I'll give it a go in a few dungeons and see what it does. I will also have to equip my other legendary, the Fiery Skybreaker. Oh, let's see, I have a crit haste here, and then of course I will have my crit haste legendary. So I will not use it, so I just wasted my... Yeah, I just wasted my valor on this. Well, that's not good. So, for all you folks out there, first make sure you check if you really need it. This was pretty bad. How much valor do I have? 455. Yeah, that was not that great. Anyway, now that's out of the way. I don't need to. Yeah, I need to get my rewards from the mission table. And after that, I will have to switch my covenant. Alright, we're back in Orbos. I did all my missions, or completed all the missions that I still had. And now we will change the covenant to Fend there. And then I will be ready to quickly jump into a dungeon and see how the spec does. Now do keep in mind I only have one legendary at the time, as we still have to unlock the next legendary. The legendary belt, that is. Let's not do this yet. Let's see if we can find any Plague Fall for a quick key. As you can see, I have just cut the last clip, as I also will need to change my Soulbind. Otherwise, this whole build will be not as good as it can be. So let me quickly check what I had planned here. That was this one. There we go. What did I have there? Refreshing Waters. And then I had the Magma Fist and Lavish Harvest. Now instead of Lavish Harvest, the critical strike chance of Chain Harvest, you can also play Focused Lightning to get 10%, item level 252, 10% per stack of Maelstrom Weapon for additional damage, so 50% increased damage. Now that, since I have only one legendary, this will be probably the better one, as my Chain Harvest will not be that low of a cooldown. And this will also buff my Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolts, but as soon as I have the second legendary, in order to get my Chain Harvest on an even lower cooldown, I will be using the Lavish Harvest one. So let's apply these, activate it. Let me talk to Theater for the tea. And let me put it right here next to my buffs, so I will not forget it. Now instead of doing a dungeon, let's just quickly test it out on the dummies right here to see how we do. I will not be using Bloodlust, I will only be using the other spells, no big cooldowns, no potions, nothing, just the spec as it is. And let's see how it does. Let's get the wolves out. Did not get the flame shock spread properly. There we go. Now they all have it. with the amount of haste I have now, it's doable to spread the flame shocks, but it is getting pretty hard. On some targets the flame shock is about to expire in less than a second. Here you see I lost the flame shock. It shows on the weak aura as well. I have 5 flame shocks active at the moment. But still I'm pretty steady. 12.5, 12.6k DPS now. As you can see, I lost flame shocks again. Let's apply one. Try to keep the spread going. I do think the build works pretty good. I'm on a pretty steady 12.5k. As long as I can keep the flame shocks up, it's all fine. And let's see how much it did. 22.5. As you can see, Chain Harvest is in the 5th spot right here. The Chain Harvest will be doing a lot more with the second legendary. It will probably be either tied with Flame Shock or a bit higher, I think. You can also see it in my other video I did on the Mythic Plus build. But for now, this looks promising. So I can't wait to test it out. Let's get back to Orbos. And let's get started on the 9.2 campaign quests. Anyway, that was it for this video real quick. I will show you more of 9.2 in the upcoming videos. So if you don't want to miss those, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one.